Hey everybody, today's video we're looking at finally our UFO Segasonic. It's been a very long time since I picked this up and we're finally unwrapping it and have it set up in a space to use in the game center. So I'm probably going to keep it here for a while. I don't know 100%. Like, this is the one I want to keep in here because I want to have at least one crane. And you know, it being, you know, half size of a normal, thought this would be a good representation, but who knows? I might have to take it out at some point if I want to have more representation of games that people are going to want to, you know, play a lot. I'm still limited on space because there's still 2 Starwing Paradoxes here. There's all the HVAC stuff is still in here. But yeah, I think, you know, in the long term, even if I take this out, it'll come back. It'll be my representative full, well, it's a half size. It's still one, you know, one half crane. But yeah, and I've got the baby UFO upstairs. I'll probably do that. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but that's the next one that I would get around to. Hopefully I didn't leave anything else on top of the cab. I've been using the top of this as storage for a while. Later on, it's going to end up being figurine display space, basically. But let's see. Looks like there's one. Oh, there's a couple pieces of art up there still. But yeah, this was back in the day of the SEGA new UFO catcher, which, I mean, those are super defunct now. I think a couple, you know, there might be places out there that still operate those really old cranes, but I think they're really cute. This is the style that I like. I also have a full-size new UFO catcher. This would probably be, I think, I want to say these were, you know, made and released in the 90s. But some more. What is this? Cross tag battle, I think, art. But yeah, anyway, like, this is a very nostalgic feel. I like the look of this one in particular, so that's why I picked this. In particular, like, this is a mini UFO. It's just got the Segasonic branding. But otherwise, they made one that's not a Sonic version, it's just the Segasonic UFO. So we've got our keys down here. And there's a couple different keys here. There's a, looks like a standard 5380, or unless it's like a, yeah, it's a 5380. We've got an HP 0002, no idea. Standard dimple key. S4037. So there's a bunch of keys for this, and we're going to change a number of these out because, you know, standardizing and stuff. So I'm going to just open all the doors, and then I'm going to grab the camera. We'll do a quick look over it. I'm going to get it plugged in. I'm going to get it set up, and then we'll go from there. This is my first time opening it up. I haven't seen inside it yet. I'm hoping everything works out the box so we don't have to go grab parts. But I think pretty much we should expect, you know, everything should work. So it looks like this HP 0002 opens up these. I would assume that the other one opens up here. Oh, there's 2. I'm gonna have to grab some more 2-tooth locks when I change these out. So this one back here has 2 teeth, so you can pull the key out. This one does not. And this folds up. There we've got the service panel. Oh no, like I said, I'll grab the camera, pull it over in a sec. So I assume this is the different key. Yep, that has to be the other barrel, so that's technically our bucket key there. Or it's just, oh, there we go. All right, that's open up. And then we have these up here. So I'm assuming, again, HP 0002. This one has 2 teeth, so I can take it out. And this one is the dimple lock. It's unusual that they use so many. That seems strange to me, at least. So, okay, there's enough clearance to open this all the way. Cool. So we have access to the inside everywhere. Let me grab the camera and let's take a look. Okay, so start with the innards here. I don't know if this would be the same board as like the normal ones, but I have another video. I don't know if it's going to come before or after this of Game Center fixtures, and one of them, they take this board and they just set it up as a jukebox, so you can like, you know, listen to the tunes or whatever. It's kind of cool. And I'm probably going to put that, like, I'm going to set it up there for now, like until I have a service counter, which is going to go somewhere over there. I'll put it up there. That way there's just more ambient noise. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Otherwise it'll go on the service counter, but yeah, I think it's this board in particular, you know, they just pull the audio out of it, you know, and whatnot. So that's kind of cool. Inside here we've got a motor on the bottom that looks like, what is that for? Oh, is that for a prize drop, or I don't know why there's a motor in the bottom. There's a door. We'll do some looking inside there later, but there's a motor for something down there. Here you've got your settings adjusting instructions there. The power supply is in the back. On the other side, you can see that's where the prize drop would be if you had a prize drop. This one was set up as a takoyaki drop, which is probably what I'm going to do for this cab. I don't know about permanently, but at least for now, to get us started, I'm going to do it as a takoyaki drop, just because it's kind of interesting. All right, so let's take a look. Coin bucket, we've got. This even marks it as like 100 yen, and then the prize counter. So you've got over here 49,977 plays, which seems unusually low for, you know, something like this. And then over here you've got your prize counter, which is 2,321. So, you know, you can do the math there. That's you know, whatever. It looks like 100 and, you know, 200 to 1 or something like that. No, that's not right. 10. No, that's more like a, you know, 20 to 1. Yeah, 20 to 1. So yeah, that gives you an idea about 20 to 1 win ratio on one of these. So your prizes, if you're paying like $5-10, you would expect. Oh, hang on, let me turn that light back on. It's a bit of a stretch, this power cable here. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is the light. The power for the lights. God, I'm not gonna. Here, can I just? There we go. Okay, nothing in there. Okay, and then you've got your prize return down here. It is very dirty right now because it's been sitting in here for, God, 9 months, a year. I don't know. I've had this thing sitting here for a while. We haven't even looked at it. Inside we've got serial numbers, you know, test service switch. Everything seems to be pretty self-explanatory here. This lock doesn't have a latch, so I guess that was kind of pointless. That's an unusual latch. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find another one. I don't know. Interesting. But it's also interesting, it doesn't use. No, that's a. Oh, does it have like an adapter on it to? Because that's a barrel lock, but it's a SEGA type bolt. The back for the bolts, you know, on SEGA stuff are bigger. That's unusual. Interesting. We've got here a baggie with some metal brackets. It might be for changing something else in here out, but I'll drop that back in here for now. And yeah, so here's the interior and like the SEGA branding. It's got this sign in front of it, SEGA, Segasonic, Eggman. Even on the crane itself, it's got Sonic. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Got a SEGA serial here. So anyway, like the interior, there's all sorts of things that you can change it out to do. This one, you know, it's got this grate in place, and I'll set up the takoyaki drop, and we'll do that. I'll probably, the other crane, whenever we do a video on that, I'll do, you know, I'll demonstrate like normal crane stuff. So anyway, like they use a lot of these things to like build out different types of crane stuff. So let's come in here. This is pretty standard. I bet you most of this is relatively the same. It's just a smaller arm than the other bigger cranes. This is screwed down to cover the actual prize drop, since the takoyaki drop, you're supposed to call an attendant, I think, when you hit it, and they'll give you the prize. But you can see, and I think not in this video, but like there's all sorts of little doors and stuff like that I mean, I assume that there's that motor is there for something. Maybe like you can I'll have to look up sometime the different modules you can install in these, because they're designed to be a couple different configurations. If you've been to any round one or any literally any arcade in Japan, you'll have seen that. So yeah, here's I'm gonna get a quick look, the side arts, the header, and I have yeah, that's that. I'm gonna get this all set up, and when I come back, we'll look at the we'll look at the gameplay with the takoyaki drop. Okay, so we're back. We got this most part set up, and like I'm about to actually take it out of the game center. I mentioned earlier in the video that I might do that, but I did end up deciding that there's just not enough space with what we got. So anyway, just for fun, I kind of lined up the inside with some stuff, give it a little bit of a nice kind of look display. I don't know, was this up before? I don't remember putting that up.
I think it was, yeah, it's been up since we got it.
So, well, anyway, here we've got, I have a bunch of credits in it, so it's just going to automatically clear them if I don't use them. But we've got the takoyaki drop there, and I'm going to show, we decided this is not really the best way to do it without any guards. I think we were talking about like these rails here on the side are too high, but so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and come over here to the basket, pick up some balls and drop them down, and you can see like what it does. And we'll do a couple of these just to kind of illustrate some of the difficulties and whatnot. So actually, it didn't do what I wanted it to do this time, which was, if you don't have any, and actually I guess it's a little bit better because we have this box here, but before, when you would go and pick it up, the balls would just bounce wildly all over the place, and it made it really hard to actually get any to stay in there, much less stay in the correct takoyaki drop. I think I went back a little bit too far. Yeah. But like normally you would mark maybe like 2 or 3 of them. You put like a little dot in it, and those are the ones that you're supposed to aim for. You could also do stuff like change it up where you want to drop a certain colored ball in a certain slot. And you can make it so maybe if you get 1, you get a basic prize. If you get 2, you get a bigger prize or something like that. But so yeah, like the other thing I noticed was it's a little bit hard once you've picked up like 5 or 6 balls to pick up very many balls anymore. So I might put in like a bigger basket. I might do more balls in a bigger basket, that sort of thing, so you have a little bit more of a chance to do it. And actually, they seem to be landing in there pretty good, so I might not put up a barrier, but you can see at least like with this back one, it prevents it from bouncing backwards. I'm doing really poorly and keep hitting it too far back. I think like I said in the previous video, this had about a 1 in 20 win rate or something like that for payout, but I don't know. So here's the thing, is like if I were to say put in a second wall there and it becomes very easy to drop in balls, then I might do that only if the prize value is really low, and then I'd leave it open if the prize value is high, that sort of thing. You could do things like lift the takoyaki thing a little bit higher, which would make it, if it bounces out, it makes it a lot harder to bounce back in. So I'm gonna drop this in real quick and then open it up and kind of show maybe the only thing I might do with like putting up a barrier on this side. So yeah, I mean, like you can see it's not like super inconsistent. You know, you can play it for a while, and you see that one only one went in. So, but more than likely this will have to get reset relatively often. Oh, I need a set key. Do you have your keys on you? Thank you.
Is it SEGA?
That's the wonder of me wanting to have, you know, actually both locks in, so. But so let's come on over here. I'm gonna reset the balls. And again, it was kind of not missing as much as I intended for that example, but like, for let's see, let's just say I put, for example, another wall there. You know, you can see obviously the ball's not going to really bounce out. It's just a matter of getting into the right holes. Whereas you take this out, you take that back out, and they go all over the place. From our initial testing, that's what happened, is it just go all over the place. So, yeah, I mean, this is, sorry to like cut this super short. This was, you know, finishing this video was a little bit short notice for us, and you know, honestly, I don't think there's really much else to say about, you know, the Takoyaki drop. I'll probably talk about other types of cranes and other layouts whenever we get to our new UFO catcher, or like the UFO catcher 7s when they come. You know, I'll probably do a video on that, or the Pleniflex. You know, we'll look over maybe some other arrangements. But yeah, so this one's pretty simple. There's not really much to do. There's no need to adjust the claw strength or anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, like we've got, you know, the music, and it's really nostalgic. And it's just kind of neat to, you know, let me turn this back on again. I did actually do the video on the jukebox that I had. I mentioned it earlier in the video, so you can hear, you know, some of the different tracks that are in that when that video comes around. But because like there is more than just these two songs. But I'm not sure how the machine actually accesses them. But yeah. Anyway, so that's it for the UFO Segasonic. We're gonna put this into storage for now until I get a bigger space or something. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of people, when they saw pictures of this, they were super excited and they want one. I've been trying. I haven't really found any others at the moment, but they're really cool and definitely like people want them. Yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna get this loaded up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.